All right, here we go. So this is something that I've been taught for many, many years. If the way up is to help another man up, this is something my mentor taught me, and I've tried to implement it in my own everyday life. My name is Dr. Rosalind Shaw Belt. For those of you that don't know me, everybody calls me Dr. Roz. I wear several different hats around here. I'm the CEO of Dream to Life Productions and Ministry. I'm a wife, a musician. I love to do videography. Many years ago, I was president of a record company and I learned how to be a recording engineer. Previously, because I've been in ministry so long, there was a period of time I was even a co-pastor of a church in Beaumont and Port Arthur area. I have 2 doctorates. I'm not a medical doctor. My doctorate is in theology and divinity. I dibble and dabble with a little web and graphic designs. I love to inspire and to motivate people and speak in front of people. I am a licensed insurance agent in the state of Texas and in the state of Georgia. I'm a network marketer and I'm an Enroll. I'm so proud to be an Enroll here at Wakana. Now, as we get into this, we want to think about this world of network marketing. Now, when you first hear that word, network marketing, MLMs, direct sales, sometimes it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. But I want you to leave here today with a different attitude, because everybody networks. Everybody's a network marketer. You just don't get paid for it, because you tell people about something that's good, whether it's a movie, whether it's a restaurant, no matter what it is, you share that information and you refer them to that place. If somebody gave you a good deal at a car dealership, you refer. You just networked, but they didn't send you a check for it. And so when you think about a company, you want a company that has good products. You definitely want a company that has a great compensation plan so that you can get paid. You want a stable company. You want a company that affords you the right timing of the opportunity. And you also want a company that hopefully will give you somebody, a good sponsor, the person who told you about it. But listen, let me tell you something, that doesn't always happen. And it doesn't mean it's not a good company. But you've got to recognize what makes a company a good company, or what helps you to succeed in a company. The only way we can do that is a method that I was taught many years ago called modeling. What is that? You find out what somebody else has done and you just model after them. You don't try to reinvent the wheel. So me being a sports fan, I love sports. I love football, basketball, and baseball. I'm excited because the football season is about to start and we've already got games going on. Baseball season is still kicking in. I don't usually really watch it until it's time for the World Series or maybe the playoffs. But there's something that all of these teams have in common. Well, one of these things is that all of the teams that you see before me have all won championships. As a matter of fact, they have the largest number of championships. They've got the records in their respective genres of sports. But how is that possible? When every year they lose players, every year players retire, or players get injured, or players get traded, but they still find a way to win, where there's something they have in common. The same thing applies to our eating. When we go to KFC, no matter what part of town you go in, they all have the same number of herbs and spices. Same thing with McDonald's fries. I don't care if it's here in the city, here in the state, or in another country, the fries taste the same. Chick-fil-A, man, they've got this thing down, how to get through the line. You can see a long line and you don't mind getting in it because you know that they have something in place to get you through the line. Other companies are trying to implement it, not quite as well as they are. Same with Starbucks, the same number of squirts. And see, it's not determined by your skill or your age or your education. And that's where I want to drive home with you, because you have joined Wakana and you might be seeing somebody that's before the room presenting, or you're seeing somebody that's involved, or somebody that's going up the ladder of success. And you wonder, can I do that? Or maybe you're saying, I can't do that. I don't have that. You know, I'm not a spoken person. I can't talk in front of people. I'm an introvert. I'm shy. I'm this, I'm that. I mean, we got all kinds of excuses why we can't do certain things. But what we can do is develop and learn the system. See, all of these industries, these companies have a duplicatable system. When you join and get a part of the team of McDonald's or Chick-fil-A, They're going to put a book in front of you. They're going to tell you, this is how we do it. Guess what? Wakana has a system. And I promise you, if you tap into the system, along with learning some other things, maybe about yourself and implementing them, you will succeed. So that's what this Sales Academy training is all about, is to teach you our system. It has 10 points. Here it goes. First, why are you here? I mean, what is your why? Everybody's got a different why. And you can't judge your why by somebody else's why. Why did you join? Why was this appealing to you? See, because that why is what's going to wake you up every morning. That why is what's going to keep you focused and keep you engaged and cause you not to get discouraged when someone else doesn't believe in your why. Coach Dan tells us all the time, your why has to be big enough. If it doesn't make you cry, it's not big enough. Okay, well, you say, okay, well, let me think about my why, because your sponsor wants to know, what is your why? Mine starts off being my husband. I want to retire him. We're getting closer and closer to that time. After we went 21 days on a vacation and coming back, he really did not want to go back to work. It's also the fact that we love water. We love to travel. We love all inclusive, and we want to be able to do that. We also both are music lovers. Many of you know I'm a music lover. I am a musician. I've been a recording engineer. And so we want to build our own studio in our home. We also want to engage where we can promote other individuals. So we want a supper club where we can have good down home, fine dining, but yet down home and great live music, live gospel, R&B, jazz, spoken word, plays, all of that, mime dancing, praise dancing, all of that. That's my why. It's a huge why. It's gonna take money to do that, but that's what keeps me going every single day. And then to top it all off, I want to be a blessing. I know that I was created to be a blessing. So I really want to be able to give to whoever I want to, what I want to, whenever I want to. What is your why? Second, you got to write it down. You got to write down your goals, your daily, your weekly, your monthly, and your yearly goals. Because guys, let me remind you, this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. But you got to write them down. And sometimes we got it in our head, but we don't write it down. And you need to be very specific. What actually do you want to accomplish? The who, the what, the where, the when, and the why. Write the vision. Share that with your sponsor. And measure your progress. Sometimes, guys, we're a little too hard on ourselves. Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to pat you on the back today. Because just because you showed up, guess what? You are progressing. You are even causing yourself to grow just by being here. Maybe you're here for the first time and you're going to learn something. Maybe you've been here before and you're going to re-engage that the teachings and the mindset that you need over and over again. And then it needs to be attainable. I meet people all the time that really want to go to the sky. They want to rocket to the moon, but are not really willing to do what's necessary to do that. So it needs to be something that's truly attainable. Don't say, well, I really want to make $1 million in 3 weeks. Okay, really? Is that really attainable with your schedule, with the way you're thinking, with your understanding? So it needs to be attainable and it needs to be relevant to you. I'm guilty. I'm the one that's guilty of always wanting things better for other people than they want for themselves, because sometimes you see the potential in people and you're just like, man, if I had your potential, or if I had your database, or if I knew the people you knew, I'd be off and running, but it's for them. So it's gotta matter to you. And your business goals have to be in alignment with your personal goals. Let me tell you something, life happens. Life happens to everybody. Things take place. You have loved ones sometimes that are sick. Sometimes you have deaths in your family, especially since we've had COVID. I was just on the phone with someone just recently, and they jumped in and they were ready to go. But then they got hit by life. So it has to be in alignment with what's going on in your life, in your family, in your marriage, in your business. Some of you didn't come here with doing Wakana full time. You have a business, or you have a job. a 8 to 5, a 9 to 6, or whatever it is, or maybe you're really working. I have nurses that their schedule increased after COVID. And then here's what we challenge you to do. Have a grand opening. 3 grand openings to be specific. 3 grand openings. What is that? That's when you make an announcement to the world, to your family, your friends, your colleagues, your neighbors, that you are in business. Because listen, nobody comes to a store unless they know the store is open. And that's what you are. You are a dispensary owner. And I need you to say that. I need you to grasp hold of those words that you are an owner. No, you didn't just join a company. You became the owner of your own CBD wellness dispensary. So you need to let everybody know, because you think people won't come and visit your store, but they won't if they don't know it's available. Just like people go to Amazon, same thing. So we call that a launch. You can have a launch party. You can have it virtually. You can have it belly to belly. Some people are doing that now. We're having more of that taking place. You can join our corporate party and let us know you'd like to do it on one of the Monday night calls. So many different ways. But the bottom line is you should have 3 of those parties, because some people will promise to show up, and for some reason, they don't show up. Or even after that, you should continue to have parties. And then here's what we want to know. Can I hold you accountable? This is your sponsor talking to you. Can I hold you accountable? And there's no right or wrong answer. It's either yes or no. And if you say no, that's fine, because that's where you are at this particular time. But if you say yes, then accountability is the glue that ties commitment to results. Number 3, protect your business. Okay, Dr. Ross, how do I protect my business? You get certified. If you're on this call and you've been in Wakanda for any length of time and you have not gotten certified, then it's time to do it. If you just joined, it's time for you to get certified. Our certification is the first Sunday and Monday of every single month. That's when we do it live, unless a holiday falls on that particular time. But now, if you join in the middle of the month, guess what? You don't have to wait until the first Sunday and the first Monday. Get with your sponsor and find out, how do I get the recording of the previous time so that I can go through the teachings and get certified and take my test? Yes, 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 there is a test, but everybody passes. It's open book, it's open video. And why is this important? Because it helps to keep your business and your marketing efforts compliant. Because we're in an industry where everything's changing. Laws are changing. We get new products, and we need to be educated regarding those products. And Dr. Rita and the full medical advisory board keeps us abreast of everything that's taking place. And it will help your business and your client base grow, because you will have more confidence when you're talking to people. Now, once you go through the certification, you go through the test, you get certified, and you get a certificate, and you become what we call a Wakanapreneur. But after that, we still have certifications every single month. And those certifications are not only for the person who just got into the business. So I'm talking now to those of you that are already distributors who have been here and you've never attended another certification. Shame on you. Why do I say that? Because those certifications are not just for that person, because I told you we get updated, we learn new things. Melissa Boston, our CEO, just talked about Reels in the last certification that has never been talked about in any other certification prior. Why? Because now we're in another place. So you want to stay up to date. I'm a licensed insurance agent, and this is my year for me to renew my license. I have to do it every 2 years. I've got to go take another test. Now, see, with our certification, you don't have to take the test again. Thank God for that. But you do want to update yourself regarding the information. And normally certification is $199 a la carte. But if you came into this business as a full crown jewel, as a half down crown jewel, as a millennial or a stimulus, or if you got the founder's pack, guess what? It came with it. And you might have even got an extra one that you could gift to someone else. Number 4, create your story. Now, you can hardly ever listen to a presentation here at Wakana and not hear somebody's testimony. It's hard to do that because we have so many testimonies all over this company, but you need to have your own. You got to create your own story. Listen, I'm not buying from anybody that's not using their own product. I'm just saying that's no way. So you need to purchase your products, use some of your products, find out different things about your products that work for you and your situation. And somebody said, well, I'm not sick. I don't have any pain. You don't have to be sick. You have an endocannabinoid system. You need your body in balance. Even if you don't just use peppermint spray in your mask, have you tried that? Because it just freshens up that mask, and you have a day when you get a little kind of tired, use some peppermint spray. It will liven you up. So it's got to be authentic when you talk to people, because facts tell, but stories sell. Like the flat belly lifestyle. Minister Mooney was just sharing with us how we need to share our story and share your before and after pictures, or some pictures. He pulled up a picture of me back, he took a picture there, and I looked back and saw one on Facebook, and he's always talked about other pictures on Facebook. And so we're understanding that sometimes we don't see ourselves. We don't see the changes that have taken place since we've been doing these 21-day and 7-day cleanses. But something he said, if you go anywhere and you see anybody that hasn't seen you in some period of time, and they say to you, man, look at you, girl, you look good, what you been doing? If they say anything like that, the thing he said this morning was, don't just take that as some kind of little old compliment and say, oh, I done changed how I'm eating. Oh, I just been doing some new stuff. No, recognize they're wanting to know what you have done. They're wanting to know that you did that bioscan and you did some changes and you did a flat belly lifestyle that you're on now. It's an open door. So don't just take it, oh girl, no, ride that thing right there. Number 5, make your list. Now let me tell you something right here. This might be the hardest thing to do. And because in it, many of you, this may not be your first rodeo. You may have been in other businesses or other opportunities or MLM company in the past, and your family see you when you're coming. There, you're in the NFL list. No friends or family left. Because they want to know what you're doing now. But I'm gonna tell you something. Don't pre-design or prejudge anybody on this list. Because with what we're doing now, with our CBD products that don't get you high, because most people on your list, they think it's cannabis and they think it's THC, they think it's marijuana. Number one, they're uneducated. And secondly, you've got somebody that you don't even know what they're going through. You don't know that they're having a difficult time sleeping at night. You don't know that they have an ailment or an issue that they've been dealing with that they haven't shared with you. I meet so many people that just have a hard time sleeping, or having some pain, or having some headaches, or having cramps. So don't prejudge anybody. And then now with the flat belly lifestyle, everybody needs a bioscan. That's why we got to get folk scanning in every city, town, every nook and cranny all over the country. So make that list. Start out with that 100 names and start going through, because those are the people that you must invite to your lunch party. And then don't get discouraged if they don't come the first time, because you got to keep after this thing. And we'll talk about that follow-up. Number 6, contact and invite. Contact and invite. This is something that Melissa Boston, our CEO, teaches us in our Wakana University. CHAT, it stands for choose, hello, add, and tag. This has to do with social media. Now, I'm finna hit home with something, because so many of us, and I say us because I'm a baby boomer, a certain era that we live in, we shy away from social media. We just kind of don't want to deal with it. But as I said in one of the teachings one morning, you don't still use a fax machine. Most of us don't. You don't still use a rotary dial. You don't still use a pager on a regular basis. Some of you don't even know what a pay phone is. Back in the day, I used to get out the car and stop to return a call and put your money in a payphone. Some of y'all don't know what a payphone is. But my point is, those things are not in existence. Many of them are not in existence today. And didn't you revert to what you're using now? Aren't you using this cell phone? Some of you are texting. You finally learn how to text on your cell phone. That's technology. You moved on to that. So don't shy away from the social media because it seems hard. Make up your mind. I'm gonna learn it. I'm gonna conquer this. So here's this thing on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. They say Facebook is for the older folk and Instagram is for the younger, whatever. I got me an Instagram account too, okay? Twitter, I'm gonna learn TikTok, I'm gonna learn all of it. But we challenge you to choose 10 contacts a day and chat, contact. Then you're gonna say hello. Now, here's what you gotta be careful. Don't just hit them up saying, join my business, buy my product. No. See, because this is about relationship. You got to get to know people. Coach Dan says it's not who you know, it's who you get to know. So you want to say hello, you want to introduce yourself, and then you want to add them to our pages. We've got a Wakana for Life group page, which is private, but anyone can be added to it. And we have a Wakana for Life corporate page, which is public to everybody. And then you want to tag them. You want to see some kind of post on there and you want to invite them to take a look at this post. Okay, so let's stop here just for a minute and let me show you what I'm talking about. Because during this presentation, we're going to show you everything on how to do it, not just talk about it, but just show you exactly how to do it. So when I say tag, let's go to Facebook. And if at any time I talk about something and you guys don't see it, please stop me and let me know that you don't see what I'm talking about. So here's the Facebook page. Now on the Facebook page, when you get there, and if you don't have a Facebook page, just ask some teenager, some millennial in your family, in 5 minutes it'll be up, okay? But on your Facebook page, when you first log in, usually what you see is a page that's called your Facebook feed. And a lot of people mistake this for their page, although it kind of is, but it really isn't. It's just the page where you see what everybody else is doing in their world. All your family and anybody who's your friend, you can see what's happening for them. So you don't want to get caught up on this page because you'll get stuck here so much that you won't do what you came here to do. But you want to get to your page. So first thing we want to do is get to the Wakana page. If your first time, all you do is go over to the left-hand side where you see the search Facebook and type the word Wakana and hit return on your keyboard. Hopefully you're on your keyboard or your tablet. It's better to see this the first time, at least that way. And then later on, you can do it on your phone. But once you get set up. Now you're gonna see here in the middle, it says groups, Wakana for Life. It says private group. That's our private group page. That's where you'll see videos and all kinds of stuff. If I scroll down the page, under pages, you see Wakana for Life HQ. This is our corporate page. This is where all the giveaways take place. This is where you want friends and family to see different things. You want to share this. We want lots of interaction. You want to comment on this page. You want to share. You want to like, post on this page. And I would challenge you to go to this page at least once a day, because now we have lots of things. And I'll go there in a minute and show you what's going on. But first, let's go to the group page. And once you do this, you don't have to search for it anymore because it'll be over here on the left-hand side, because it'll be a page that you frequent over and over again. So again, the way you know the difference, there's a different background, but it also says private group. And it says over 13,000 members. Now, if you see anything on this page, the first thing I said was invite, right? There's a green invite button once you've been invited and your sponsor or someone else has to invite you to the page. When you click that green invite button, you can invite Facebook friends. And when you look down here, it will populate. Facebook does that for you. Anyone who's your friend will be listed here. And all you got to do is check the box. Just check the box. Just check the box. And then send invite. Facebook does that for you. Sends them an invitation. They get a notification letting them know they've been invited to this page. Now it's up to them. if they decide they want to accept the invitation. You can't twist their arm and make them do it. But this is your part, is to invite them. Once you invite, let me exit that. So that was choose. You're going to choose 10 of those, say hello, add them to the page, and now tag. So what is tagging? So let's go down the page and we find something. Okay, how about today's event right now? Say you had some friends that were in Wakana that you wanted to make sure you had some team members. You could come right here where it says write a comment, type their name. Say if I wanted to tell my husband. Oops, spelled his name wrong. There you go. See, when you start typing it, it populates anyone that's close to that. And there are 2 Adrian Belts. One is my husband, one is his son. If I click his name, it puts it in there. Click the space bar, type another. Say if I wanted to put his son, space bar, type another one. I happen to know who Adrian Allen is. He's a distributor here in Houston. So there are 3 Adrians, right? Hit return. It sends them a notification, lets them know you've been invited to take a look at this post. Again, it's up to them to take a look. Testimony. See all these testimonies? Say you want somebody to hear that testimony. What do? Go to comment, start typing their name. There you go. But anybody you invite has to be a friend of yours, okay? You have to already have them as a friend. So that's how you do that for the group page. Now, let's go to Wakana. And we're going to go to the corporate page. The way you know the corporate page, it always has HQ. So I'm going to leave this page. And I'm going to click Wakana for Life HQ and the corporate page. That's how you know you're on our corporate page. We want everyone to start going to the corporate page, engaging. There's some things that are there every single day. I'm putting these posts like this day in Black history. Every day there's another thing, because we're promoting the fact that Black history is not just a month. We have done a lot of wonderful things in history every single day. So here's some information. Maybe you know somebody that's a nurse, and we want to give them some accolades and let them even know. They may not even know that Spelman College was the first nursing school that got started. Here was Fun Friday. Some of you are missing out on some free giveaway, some free product every single Friday from the corporate office. They're giving away free product, but you have to go to this post that Melissa puts up about Fun Friday, and you have to make a comment, you have to share, or you have to like. And the more of these things you do, the more times your name gets in the pot. Who needs to do this? Not just you, your customers. Anybody can do this and win free product. So next week, there's going to be some free product. Matter of fact, you'll get that. It's going to be the hemp-powered hair. That's going to come out next week. Every week, it's something else, and it's a special. Every day I post what today is. Do you know what today is? This was yesterday. It was National Middle Child Day. For those of you, today it is, I don't see it on here. I already put it, I thought. Well, we'll have to take a look and see, did I? Maybe I didn't finish putting it on here, but let's see here. I just want to do this while I'm sitting here, y'all, because I want you to see what it is. Boom. Okay, come on, don't take a long time. There we go. That's what today is, International Left-Handers Day. So if anybody's on the call and you're left-handed, this is your day. All right, so anyway, let's go on and go back now. Okay, so that's CHAT now. So even if you're not on Facebook, I'm encouraging you to be on Facebook. Instagram, we're learning how to do reels. We're learning all of this stuff, all this technology, and don't allow your mind to tell you you can't do it, okay? And still you want to contact people on the telephone, okay? Don't let that be something that never happens anymore because we need to talk to people. Number 7, follow up. Hello, the fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. And some of your biggest success stories are created not by following up one time, but multiple times. Sometimes it takes at least 7 times. Please don't get discouraged when you tell somebody that to show up at your lunch or at your party or at whatever it is, at a Zoom that we have through the week, and they don't show up. Listen, let's be realistic. Wakanda is not important to anybody until it becomes important to them. And what makes it important to them is the fact that that something happens in their life. They lose weight, they lose waist, they start getting pain alleviated because they use one of our products. They get a result of their bioscan, but until they experience that, they don't know. I see it all the time. I've had people, I've gone the extra mile and just like force them and said, look, you're gonna meet with me because I love you enough to give you this bioscan. And then when they saw it, they thought, oh, I thought you were gonna shock me, or I thought you were gonna take my blood, or I thought you were finna, they have all these preconceived ideas. So there's a difference between following up and getting with somebody and bugging them. We know that we have something that's important and it's changing lives. So therefore, we put forth that effort. And just, I'm telling you, don't get disenchanted or discouraged or, all of a sudden, ain't nobody listening to me. Well, because first of all, because you're saying all this out your mouth, that's the first problem. So stop saying that negative stuff out your mouth because you're creating a negative environment. Number 8, plug into events. Wakanda has so many events that sometimes it's overwhelming to some that we have too many events. No, that's not the case. We have just enough events for you to find a way to invite somebody to an event. So, and there's going to be some reevaluating of some of our events, but we want to make sure that whatever's in place, whether it's an event, whether it's a Zoom, whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube, all of these are available for you. Not just for you to be educated, but for you to educate others. See, you don't have to come to Wakanda knowing everything. Somebody said, well, I just want to wait till I learn everything. I want to get educated before. No. You earn while you learn. See, so you can get people involved in our events and our morning calls. You should never miss our morning call, especially Monday morning. Monday morning, our CEO gives us an update of everything that's taking place with the company and gives the accolades of those who are achieving things, because everybody likes to hear their name called once or twice, okay? You may not want your name and lights and all of this, but it's okay to hear your name called because you've been putting forth some effort. That happens on Monday. And then Tuesday through Friday is a different call. It's just 15 minutes Tuesday through Friday. Monday's a little longer, 30 minutes. But okay, so you say to me, but Dr. Rod, I go to work. I'm already at work. I'm already this. I can't listen. Okay, it's recorded. It's recorded and it is placed on our group site all the time, every call. So what's your excuse now? And then Monday night, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we have these Zoom calls for different reasons, corporate party, the doctor's edition, the why Wakanda. Listen, Wednesday night, Dr. Rita. That's how I learned everything I know from Dr. Rita on a Wednesday night call. Because she covers topic after topic after topic after topic. And guess what? They're all been recorded and archived. I'll show you that in a second, where you can go to YouTube and you can pick a single one. I have people come to me all the time and they'll say, the CBD help headaches. The CBD help with lupus. The CBD help with MS. The CBD help with any chronic condition. Will it help with my pain? Will it help? She's done a video. She's done a video. And now you can just send them that particular video. You can share that with them by your phone, by your email, all these ways that you can share. And don't let me leave and I don't show you how to do that. Then on Saturday morning, we just had a call this Saturday morning. Minister Winnie and I have been doing it for a while now at 10 a.m. Central Time. For those people sometimes who they're Zoomed out Monday through Friday. So they will get up on a Saturday morning. And then from time to time, Dr. Joy, who is our VP of the compliance department, she will, with the help of Dr. Reader, our chief medical officer, go over the compliances. That's what hashtag the Wakanda difference is. Compliance, compliance, compliance. Because guess what? We have things that we should say, and we have things that we shouldn't say. There's a way that we do everything because we are under certain guidelines that we follow here at Wakana. And then we have conferences. We have 4 conferences a year. You don't want to miss a conference. You don't want to miss inviting people to conference. Matter of fact, whenever we have a conference, you ought to buy you multiple tickets. Give some away, sell some, however you want to do it. But let me tell you something. People join Wakana because they see the bigness. I know that's not the right word, but the bigness of who we are. Because our conferences are off the chain. And we're going to have conferences. We haven't been physical, but we're getting ready to be physical because our next annual conference is going to be in Las Vegas, somebody. And some of you are going to be able to go there and not have to pay for it. But you want to attend no matter what, whether it's virtual or whether it's going to be physical. Number 9. Now, number 9 has to do with if you have a business or not. See, if you can't do number 9, enroll a customer. If you can't do number 9, enroll a store owner, you're not in business. That's like having a business and the door can't open. When you go to Amazon, you sign in there and you shop. Well, people are going to do the same thing because you are what? An owner of your own CBD wellness dispensary. So let's talk about how to do this. Let's go back to our website. Now, when you joined Wakana, you gave somebody a name, whether you did it yourself and signed up, in front of the .wakana.com. Mine is Dr. Roz, drroz.wakana.com, drroz.wakanaforlife.com. You got 2 websites. 2 websites that, hello, you don't even pay for every month. That's one of the perks of being in Wakana. We don't have a monthly website hosting fee, but you do need to use your website. Otherwise, you're going to have to deal with something in about a year's time. So, but what is that name? That's the name you give to anybody to go to your store. But you got to be able to know how to sign them up as a customer. This is crucial because even if a person doesn't buy, you can sign them up as a customer and they'll buy later. But when you do, how do you do it? So go to your website and let me sign out so we can do this. Okay, so when you get there, okay, let's move this bar. So now I need to go back to my website. How do you know you're on your website? Your name is on the left-hand corner. Your name should be there. If somebody else does this, you gave them your website, Dr. Roz, don't give them mine, give them yours. Ask them to make sure they see your name in the top left-hand corner. That's how you know they're on your website and not the corporate website. The corporate website has nobody's name right there, right? So now, what do they do first? Click sign in. When they click sign in, email address and password. Well, they don't have one yet. So they got to create a customer account. Click that. It's going to ask them for some information. Name, address, email address, password, a secret question. That's for security purposes. They can choose which one they want, answer that question. Their date of birth, because they have to be over the age of 21, and accept our terms and conditions. If they want to know what the terms and conditions are, they just click that and they can read all that fine print. Very transparent. If they have a shipping address that's different than their physical address, take the check off and put the physical address. And then once they've done that, click here where it says complete registration. Now, something I haven't always made a note of, but now being VP of Communications, I'm saying this to everyone. You see this little statement right here? Yes, send me email notices and updates. This has become very, very important because sometimes we take that check off. You might want to put it on. And this is what you should say to your customer. If you would like to know anytime we have a sale or an update or a special, you want that check. Because if it's not there, when we send those flash sales, which are now taking place every Monday, when we send those deals of the week, which are now taking place every week, there's some deal of the week, guess what? your customer will get that information probably before you even tell them. And because they have a website, they don't have to call you up. They just go and they type in, once they've signed up, they just type in their email and password and go there and purchase it. And guess who gets credit? You do. So just make a mental note of that, because we haven't highlighted that before, because now we have some regular things that are going out to every single customer in Wakanda, as well as every single distributor. So that's how you set up a customer. Now, the distributor, say you've got a distributor who's been attending all of the meetings, they've made a decision over time, maybe it was one day, maybe it was 1 week, maybe it was 1 year. Yeah, I've had people took a whole year and they said, hey, I'm ready. Click the gold key. When they click the gold key, what happens? Now they choose which package, how they want to join. Do they want the wellness? Because we got these new packs now, they're beautiful. Do they want this wellness coach dispensary here, or this wellness dispensary, or this wellness starter dispensary? Those are the three to choose from. Or they want the free online test drive. Now, the crown jewel is still sitting here. It is still sitting here temporarily, but really doesn't make sense to get that now. That's my plug, because guess what? This $7.99, why pay $9.98 when you got a $7.99 pack, and you're gonna get some flat belly lifestyle product along with it. So if they want to know, well, what do I get? What do I get for these packages? What do? Click view details. Click view detail. It tells them every item that's in the pack, and then they select it, and it goes right there into their shopping cart. And now they go down to the bottom and click complete enrollment. Even if they want to do the free test drive, they click it, and same thing, click complete enrollment. Now you fill this information out, their email address. What do they want the name of their website to be? And a lot of times when you talk to people, they may not have given this some thought. So you can go back and change that later if you need to, but you gotta put something. It's gotta be one single thing, no spaces, even if it's multiple words. So if I put Dr. Roz, what is it gonna say? Not available, because no two people can have the same website. So I would have to say Dr. Roz loves CBD, and it says available. It's kind of long. You don't want it to be really long. You want it to be short, catchy if you can. Somebody's last name, doesn't matter. Just you decide what you want that to be so that they can remember it. That's what they're gonna give people for their website. Password confirmation, secret question, pick one, doesn't matter. Put an answer, use your tax ID or your EIN. Personal tax ID is your social. Business tax ID is your EIN. Don't mix and match them, okay? Because you get your customer, your new distributor is you're self-employed, you're independent, you get a 1099 at the end of the year, so you gotta file your taxes. Yes, we don't file your taxes for you. Now, right here, first and last name. Don't worry about the middle because that doesn't show up. That's what's going to show up here at the top with what you want people to see when they come to your website. If you don't want them to see your name, then you got to put something else. You need to put something else right here. So let's say, for instance, hey, get out the way. Say, for instance, if I wanted to say, okay, get this out the way. Thank you. If I wanted to put Belt Enterprises LLC. So I didn't want it to say Rosalind Belt, and I wanted to say this. So sometimes people are, maybe you're incognito, you can't let people know what you're doing right now. That's fine. We all have our different reasons, but this is where you make that change, okay? And you can still have things going to your social and your EIN. That's completely up to you. Your phone number, no tax, the tax exempt doesn't apply in this case, and your birth date, and then your e-wallet. Now here's something really important. Your e-wallet. This is where you get paid, guys. This is where you get paid. So you have to have a 4-digit PIN. Please, please put this under lock and key. Put it in your security box or something, somewhere you're not gonna forget it. 4-digit PIN. I tell people, use the same 4-digit PIN that you're using for your debit cards, because it's something you remember on a daily basis, because you can't send your money to your checking account from your e-wallet without this 4-digit PIN. And you just can't call customer support and say, can I get my 4-digit PIN like you can do, change a password? No, you got only a few people in the company that have access to this information because this is your money. And then you got a secret question. It can be the same one or a different one. That's up to you. And an answer. Billing address, shipping address if it's different. And then there's some agreements. These agreements have to be checked every single time a transaction takes place. If somebody wants to read and know exactly what is the cancellation policy, hello, click it, it opens up, bam, read it. What's the refund policy? Click it, boom, it opens up, there you go. Some people don't care, just check boxes. If they're gonna get me, it's probably gonna be in the fine print. But anyway, and then payment. We got several ways that a person can pay. Credit or debit card. And we take American Express, Discover, MasterCard, and Visa. I get excited every time I say that because I've been here since the day the company launched when all we took was PayPal. We've come a long way. I'm telling you, it's exciting to see the progress. Look at this, coin payments. Come on now. Yeah, somebody needs to see the progress. Coin payments, that's cryptocurrency. So what cryptocurrency? We take several different ones. They're all there listed. If you're in the cryptocurrency era in industry, you understand what that is. And they have some coins to be able to purchase. And then the details of the purchase are there. You click complete enrollment and it does its thing. And in about almost less than 60 seconds, really, you have two things. You've done your purchase and your website is up. And the person that you just sponsored or signed up, their name will be here in the left-hand corner. That's how you know their website is up. And now you can tell them, hey, that's a really good feeling because that website gets up pretty fast. And it's exciting to see the change that takes place. People are pretty amazed by that. So that's a person that you just signed up, right? So you've signed up a customer, you signed up a distributor. Now, what if you have a customer and they decide, I'm ready to be a distributor now. Okay, so let's show you how to do that. Let's see if I can do this. I've got somebody listed here. Move this out of the way. Let's see who can I find quickly here. Just ignore this here. This is my way. This is how I save my passwords. It helps me not have to use my memory. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, here we go. Come on. Let's see, who can I think of? Okay, left. Let's try it again. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get an email address. Let me stop sharing just for a quick second. Get an email address for our customer. There we go. Okay, I got. All right, this ought to work. Oops, I forgot to put the captcha. Always got to put the capture for security purposes. Now it comes up. All right. 199.199.621. Sign in. So now your customer's signing in. They've got their own email and password. Or, you know, I sign up a lot of my own customers. That's why I have their email addresses. I have a lot of seniors that are not tech savvy, and they want to just call me when they're ready to order, or let me know. They'll send me the money, or they'll give me their credit card information and I put it in, but I'm the one created their account. So you'll do that for some people. When I create an account for anybody that I know that I'm going to constantly be the person placing their order, me personally, I just use the same password because I'm not trying to think of different passwords for every single person because I'm the one doing it. So this person has signed up. Now they decide, hey, I want to be a distributor. So guess what? I sign them in as a customer. How do you know? My name is on the left, their name is in the middle. That's how you know they're on your website and they're a customer. They'll be in the middle here. Now, here's a big blue box that says become a distributor. Now they can upgrade from being a customer to becoming a distributor. Why do you want to do this? Because the company already has inputted them in the system as a customer. So they already have some of their information. So now they're ready to upgrade. What do they want? Oh, they want to get the top wellness coach package. And we're going to add it to the cart. We're going to complete the enrollment. And it's taking a little bit longer because we're doing this through the Zoom. It slows things down just a little bit. But here, look at this. They're in the system. So their email's here, their name, their shipping address and all that is already populated. It's already in the system. Now you just have to fill out anything that's not here. Like, let's see, like their website. What do they want their website to be? That's not there. And their e-wallet, that's not there because you didn't need that before. And the agreements and how they're going to pay for it. But most of the information that you need, you don't have to repopulate it because it's in the system. So now they're upgrading. Say, for instance, let's go back. So if they wanted to, let's say, they want to shop. Let's go to shop. Say that they didn't want to pick those packages. They just want to upgrade just a little bit, or maybe, well, I know what, let's go now to a person who's a distributor and they want to upgrade. So that's the customer. What if a person, I'm going to sign out, signed up as a distributor. They signed up with the free website, or they signed up with one of the smaller packages, and they want to get more. So now I'm going to log in as a distributor. Because remember, even the free website, they're a distributor. They just got the free 30-day test drive. So they've got to upgrade from that test drive and get a dispensary package. Because they can make money with the free test drive on their website during that 30 days. But now I'm going to click shop. This is the distributor upgrading. And I'm going to go over to the left where it says advanced search. I scroll down a little bit, look for advanced search. And all of this looks different on your phone. I'm going to get to the phone in just a second. Advanced search, scroll down to categories. See all these categories. This is a quick way to shop if you know the category you want to go to. I'm going to click these two things, sign up packages and upgrade options, just for the sake of time. Search. And now look at what we have here. The wellness coach dispensary, the wellness dispensary, the starter dispensary. Millennial and stimulus, those things are still on this page, but they're going to go away. And then you'll be able to upgrade to other dispensaries. And some of these are going to change. These are going to change so that people can upgrade from one package to another. If they're going to give us the ability to do 50% down, all of that stuff is going to change. We're making a transition from these, but this will be the page where you'll do the upgrades. All right. So let's go back now and finish this portion of the training. Number 10, and our final part of the system, personal development. Listen, anyone that does not continue to grow personally stops growing. We always should be listening to things. Our CSO, Phyllis Nash, has us reading, rereading, for most of us, Think and Grow Rich. I mean, that's an old classic by Napoleon Hill. But do you realize that as you grow in life, you see things differently? Things will jump out at you now that didn't jump out at you before because of your experience, because of what you've learned. And you want to just, as Latrice has been sharing with us about your frequency, all these things are important to keep growing and to draw things to you. So these are just some books. The one book that's not on here that I suggest is the Bible. Okay, it's the basic instructions before leaving Earth. It's the greatest empowerment book ever. So all those things you want to do. And then here's my bonus that you hear us talking about is this guy named Bill Britt. He was one of the most successful distributors in Amway, made a whole lot of money, became a millionaire. And see, how many of you see people succeed and you want to know what's their secret? How did you do it? What did you do? Well, they're going to tell you the same thing. There's no secret. Bill Britt said when he talked to people that did not succeed in Amway, who were stuck with thousands and thousands of dollars of product sitting in their garage, there is no secret. He said, I simply showed the plan to 1,200 people. Stop right there. 1,200 people. Show the plan. Not send an email, not text message. Show the plan to 1,200 people. 900 said no. Only 300 signed up. Out of the 300, only 85 did anything at all. Out of the 85, only 35 were serious. Out of the 35, 11 out of 1,200 people made him a millionaire. So if it takes you a year to get to 1,200 people, okay, if it takes you 2 years for 1,200 people, I mean, what other vehicle do you have in place right now to get you to millionaire status? Your job is not going to do it because they don't want you to be a millionaire on your job. They just want you to make enough because they don't want you to make more than them. See, the beauty of Wakanda, you can make more, you can go higher than the person who invited you here. There's no limit. So he worked the numbers. So before you get discouraged or throw in the towel, have you talked to 1,200 people? And just know the success of your business is the speed of your business. We're all operating at different paces. And life sometimes slows us down, but it doesn't knock you out. So just keep moving, whether you're walking, jogging, running, sprinting, or flying, it does not matter. Just keep moving. So let's schedule your grand openings, your celebrations, your virtual parties. Invite your friends and family, get the spills, get everything you need. Whether it's somebody who's already in business, you think, oh, I can't talk to them. No, yes, you can. They have an endocannabinoid system. They need health and wellness. They need to know about CBD and what it really is and what they think it is not. And you need to send them the videos. Here it says 4. Really, I'm sending 5 now because we got this new video that's been posted on our Facebook page, soon to be on our YouTube page with all these wonderful testimonials. Soon we'll have a 5-minute presentation for the Flat Belly Lifestyle. The Flat Belly Lifestyle, guys, is taking our business to a whole nother level. Because for those of you that have been having difficulty talking to somebody, they just can't get it, they don't believe that it's health without the high, come from a different angle now. Deal with their health and their wellness. And then once you get them on a system of a lifestyle of 7 days or 21 days or a combination of both, and they see the waste leave their bodies, now you can deal with their endocannabinoid system and take some CBD to help you sleep better and take this tincture to give your body some balance all the time. See, there's some method to our madness. And then subscribe to Dr. Rita's playlist. Yes, there's a playlist on YouTube that everybody should subscribe to. Okay, so let me stop sharing for a minute quickly. Any questions? All right, so what I'm going to do, let's go. I saw a hand up. Wait, let me go back. Cheryl Johns. Yes, ma'am. Okay, let me let you unmute. Hold on. Allow. Okay, now you can unmute.
All right, thank you. This is my question. Sometimes when the people come in, they don't know how to operate their phones and they're not comfortable. So sometimes I let some people sign up on my computer where their password is in my computer. How do I get that out? I did it before, but I don't remember.
Well, usually,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, usually when you, well, first of all, shut your computer completely down, bring it back up, okay?
Uh-huh.
And if you do that, it'll ask you, do you want to clean the cookies when you first go to the Wakanda website?
Uh-huh.
And you should say yes.
Okay.
And then it cleans those cookies.
Okay. All right. I did it before, but I don't remember how.
Yeah, yeah, and you probably have to, like I say, reboot your computer first of all, so that it raises it up fresh. And then when you go to the Wakanda website, it'll ask you, you'll see that little message come up about, do you want to clear the last session and clean the cookies? And you got to say yes.
All right. Thank you.
Because it might have been something you might have said, no, I don't want to, should I do that? But yeah, go ahead and do it.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Karen, I see your hand up.
Thank you, Dr. Rods. Great presentation, great reminders for me. And I had a question about your background graphic. Is that available through the website? I need to use that on my phone.
Okay, I'll send it to you. No worries.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'm ready for part 2 when you're ready.
Okay, so let me do this before I get to compensation today. I promised I would do, let me show some things on the phone. Because like Cheryl said, the phone looks so different. And I'm using an iPhone. So even if you're using an Android, doesn't matter. Okay, let's see, get this right. Because sometimes when you're talking to somebody and you say, go here, go there, and they're like, I don't see all of that. Well, it's because it looks different on the phone and they don't see it. Okay, so let me move this out the way. Got it. Okay, so hopefully you can see this even with my picture in the background. I should have closed that down, but just pay attention to the center of the screen. So let's go back to the website. Okay, so we're on the website. We see, just look at it like this. Everything is up and down instead of going left and right. Okay, so let's say we wanted to sign up a customer. Let's go there first. You're signing up a customer. One, they got to find, where is that login that you were talking about? You got to press where it says menu and the 3 lines in front of it. Let's see, did I do it? Okay, something's happened here. Stop that. Okay, let me refresh this. Okay, here we go. Press menu. It opens that up. There's the login. See, it was hidden. Let me go through that again. You just went to your website. Mine is Dr. Roz, right here at the top, drroz.wakanda.com. I'm looking at the menu with 3 lines above it. Press that. And now we have our login. We press login. And now everything is up and down. I'm going up the page. You would do create a customer account, and now you'll have everything that we just showed you earlier. Okay, so now let's go back to the home page again. Now we're signing up a distributor. The gold key is right there. Gold key. There are all the packages. Okay, everything is still there. Everything that you're looking for is there. Let's go move to the next stage where you're looking to upgrade a person. Well, now you've got to be logged in, because if they were a distributor, I've got to log in. So let me do that. 943572. Sign in. Okay, so I'm signed in. So now how do I find all the upgrade stuff? The quickest way is right here. See the other little menu? Not the first menu with the 3 bars, but this little one with the downward arrow. I click that. And I got to pull my screen up. It won't pull up a little bit. And I can move. Now I got to use my finger just to move this section. And here's where I find everything that's in the back office: reports, profile, orders, messaging, earnings, my team. You'll hear me talk about my team when we get to the compensation plan. Marketing, training, agreements, all of that is right here. So if I go over here to menu, where the 3 lines were, and I click main menu, and then I got to go down to click my account menu, I can see all that same stuff. So everything is still here. It's just a little harder to find because it's always behind something. Okay. And you've got all these highlights, you know, you can still use any of these buttons. So that's why I always tell people, play with your website and find the easiest way for you to navigate, especially if you're using the phone. But just know, when you have somebody else and you're on the computer and they're on the phone and they say, I don't see it, ask them, are you on your phone? Because more than likely they are. So you need to get on your phone so you can help them navigate to where they're trying to go. Just don't get upset thinking,
Dr. Ross,
yes.
this is where I'm at. The person used my phone. How do you get their ID out of your phone? Have you ever had them use your phone and they put their information in there?
No, I haven't. But but here's the thing. Just go ahead and put yours in. Because once you do yours, it's going to be stuck.
Okay.
It remembers the last one.
All right.
Okay. So just go ahead and just tap it and put yours in there. And then when you come back, yours should be in there.
All right. Because I'm on my website, but when I click, their information is still on there. And I forgot how you get it out, but I did it before, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
But
usually it asks you that question about the cookies, and maybe with your phone, it didn't ask you that, but I would just go ahead and replace it right now with your information. And then it will remember yours, the last thing, because it's because of the cookies that it remembers the last thing that's done.